everyone, welcome to another video. It's me, Cynthia, and in today's video I'm going to be talking with you about how to create lesson plans for your homeschool. So this is really fun actually. Well, it's not that fun, but it's really important when you're making it for your children to make sure that the lesson plans make sense for you and your family. Now there's many different ways to make lesson plans, and this is my method and what worked for me, and I figured I'd share it because maybe it'll work for you too, and then it's something you can apply for your family. So let's get started. The very first thing that you want to do, an introduction first, something you do together, something that they do independent, and then a hands-on activity. Now this lesson planning is based on elementary school kids, so if this is for high school it might not work for you, but maybe you can make it work for middle school as well. So my children are going into second grade and going into kindergarten, and this is how I planned my lesson plans. So for example, my children aren't doing the solar system this year, but for example, we're going to use it as an example. If you're going to be doing with the solar system, maybe you want to start with the sun, and then you break down the components of that over the course of the month. So for each week, say your theme is the sun for the month of like September, for example, and then you break down for each week of the month components of the sun for that week. So the first week, just talk about the sun itself, and then you'll go deeper as the week progresses. And then the second week, you'll talk about the planets, and then you'll go deeper into that as that week progresses. And then you'll go into the satellite planets and the dwarf planets, then other small bodies. So that's how that would work basically for establishing the solar system for yourself. That was the first thing, figuring out what areas interest your child. Second thing is planning for a series of days of the week that you'll be homeschooling your child. So you start each lesson plan by doing an introduction on that topic, and inside of the introduction you can include either reading, writing, math, any of the subjects that you're doing, and just establish it with your introduction. And then you want to do something together with your child that can include the subjects as well. So if you also have language arts and social studies, science, those are the times to plug those in for that part. And then you do something independent for your child. That's when the worksheets come in handy. And you can take those worksheets out, and that's when you show them, this is what you're doing for day one, this is your worksheet based on what we learned today from the introduction, what we did together, and now you're going to do independent work. And then lastly, you would do a hands-on activity together. And that could be something that's more arts and craftsy, or it doesn't have to be arts and crafts if your child doesn't like that. It could be putting something together. It could be creating the solar system or creating the sun. However you want to do it, however that vision looks in your mind. And Pinterest has great ideas for things like this as well if you can't think of anything. Keep in mind, I don't know if you guys can hear that, there's an ambulance going by. I apologize for that, but keep in mind that you can also take your child outside for these hands-on activities that you can do at the end of the lesson plan. So it could be going to a museum, going on a field trip, going fruit picking, going to feel what the sun feels like if you're at a higher elevation versus a lower elevation. Why does it feel different? Why is it hotter at this elevation versus lower over here, or in the backyard, or in the shade? Why is it more, just explore it even further, and that's how you can do the hands-on activity. So that's my method for establishing lesson plans, and if you are getting value out of this content, smash the like button and comment below if this is something that you want to establish in your homeschool, or if you are doing this already, or tell us what methods you're working for you. And then hit the notifications bell so that you get notified every single time that I upload a video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.